Hey Bulls, how we doing? What's up, Internet? What's up, Reddit? If you're watching from Reddit, if you're watching from YouTube, hey everybody, it's the Sherpa. It's Tuesday. Today is the 12th, and I'm gonna give you guys a market update video. We're gonna put it on Reddit. Hopefully, I can get some more followers. But the main point here is that I want to go over in the most detail I possibly can the trades that are on right now. Explain a trade that we turned off in my service, and then also this is the Buffett trade. This is how Warren made, basically became a billionaire of his own empire back in '86, shorting the treasury. We're going to do it again. You don't fight the Fed, a simple lesson, and also my next massive trade. So obviously the TLT is going to be one of the biggest trades of my 14-year career as a pro trader and asset manager. But the main point here is that there's more to come. And I'm going to tiptoe into those, but also educate you on how they work. So let's flip it on over. Hopefully my screen gets bigger for you guys, and now I'm down in the corner or on the side. Actually probably works the best because we got that ticker there. So yeah, the market update video, these are going to be coming out every Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm giving more content both to the free part of the internet and also to the real people that matter, which are my paid OG Substack subscribers at Bulls. But so here's the update video. I want to get some more content to you guys. Y'all know the deal. So reminder of my posts from this week. Reminder of the commentary we're seeing in the news. The main thing is that CPI numbers are coming out here tomorrow. And those CPI numbers are expected to be high. We know that, right? That's all that we've been seeing. So much so that even Yahoo Finance had two articles today, and one of them was saying the market is, and the White House is coming out to try to temper our expectations of what to expect on the consumer price index and say, well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, that tells us it's going to be huge, right? This is like asking your girlfriend how many guys she's been with. You really don't want to know the answer, and every number is going to be too high. I just thought of that. That was pretty good. The point here is that we know that high numbers are coming out, so we don't fight the Fed. We also, I just want to post this here. Remember, we fired on TLT puts at when we hit 115 in early July, and so last week. And then we're also we fired on some for later this month and some for October. I'm sorry, for August on the 19th. And I even bought more today. And I'm probably going to buy more. I'm actually hoping that it moves against me and I can buy even more tomorrow. I don't think it will. But if it does, and I sold ERX at a loss because though I'm super, super, super bullish long term on energy, I'm selling a trade at a massive loss to put even more into a trade that I'm very certain on. But to highlight the way the trade works, the TLT trade, the shorting of the treasuries, what we're doing here is that we all know that my favorite trade this year, and we've done this for 2.5 months now. This will be our third month. Most of you guys are already up or have already been up and maybe clipped it and maybe bought it again or wherever. But this is going to be a rinse and repeat the rest of this at least year. I think probably even longer than that. And the timing is super easy. So the explanation of this trade is that for the more elementary people out there, the people new to trading, my Substack is for you as well. The economics say that when interest rates go up, the price of bonds go down. And the reason is, why would I want to buy a bond that pays me 4% if next month I can buy one that pays me 6%? I'd have to sell that bond for less than par. That's the idea. But you don't fight Rocky and you don't fight the Fed. So when rates go up, say it with me, the price of bonds go down. The longer term bond, the more it goes down. So if you think of this fulcrum here, the closer we are, the less it's going to move. The farther out we are, the more it's going to move. And we know that rates are going to go up because we don't fight the Fed. And that means that the price of bonds is going to go down. So we want to buy the ones that are further out here. And thankfully for us, TLT is an ETF that tracks the price of 20-year treasuries. It's a beautiful thing that these exist. It's an even more beautiful thing that I know about them. It's an even more beautiful thing that I'm giving this knowledge to you. And it's even a more beautiful thing that we'll be able to short this bad boy for the next couple years. So when we look at the chart, it's at 115. We see that usually, so this is when the Fed announces raise increases. interest rate raises, rather. We get the sell off in price. So, hey, rates are going to go up. Oh, crap. No, that means the price of bonds is going to go down. All right, we're getting a little used to it. And next month, they may not move it as much. And then they move it as much. And then it comes back up here. So I want you to think about that chart. And then I want you to show you this chart. This was on Bloomberg today. This was the cover of Yahoo Finance, and this was on the cover of Bloomberg. These are Main Street articles. They're finally catching on to this dislocation. How do I know? Article on the front page of Bloomberg and the front page of Yahoo Finance says Wall Street sounds alarm on 20-year bond dislocation. Now look at this chart and look at this chart. And remember who's been telling you about it for the last 3 months. This is the easiest money that you will ever make in the most certain trade that I've seen in doing this for 14 years. Maybe besides, yeah, really probably this trade. Maybe besides the EVs blowing up. Maybe besides Coinbase going to hell in a handbasket. We're going to decline that. Sorry, bulls. So Coinbase going to hell in a handbasket was a pretty easy one too, but also another one that my OG bulls know about. And then on that note, remember, I also have an observation. This will be the future trades. This will be something that we're going to load up in while we're continuing to dip trade, shorting the treasury and getting our easy money. My bulls have been on this trade since June 6th, did this last time in April and May. So that's, showing you guys this shit is legit. But also, Marathon Patent Group, they're a crypto miner. They're essentially an Ethereum and Bitcoin miner, and they trade as a great proxy to ride in Bitcoin because I can't seem to short BITO or Grayscale because they're considered trusts or ETPs, which are exchange traded products or notes. And these are the individual securities. These act like a proxy. So Marathon is going to go down in price very sharply the rest of this month. And the reason it's going to do that is that the same dislocation that I'm talking about here in prices, if I were to overlay a chart of Marathon, you'd see that too. So you're welcome on that. I just gave tens of thousands or hundreds. It doesn't matter how much you're trading with, but it does matter that you see the good advice that I'm giving away. And the reason I'm giving it away is I want you to make one of these trades. I have people that trade 70, 90, 100,000 per trade into the trades that I tout. I also have people that trade, 50 to 80 bucks at a time. The fact is you make one of my trades, you're going to make enough to pay for an entire fucking year of my Substack, and we're going to climb to the very, very top of the mountain together. Final thing is that I was asked by one of my bulls. I get texts from you guys all the time. I get about 300 texts a day, and I respond in a great fashion to you guys. But the point is that I'm getting a lot. How much do I expect to make on a trade? Especially the trades that I publish to you guys. And the fact is that it all depends. I hate that answer, but it's true. I like to make 30 to 50% in a day, and up to a week. I'm usually going to clip my gains at that point and pray the market moves against it and do the same trade again. That's what I do. I've been scalping swing trades. It's a little bit of both, depending on how much time value is left, though. So like on these TLTs for the October 19s, we've got all kinds of time left on those. So we got 4 days, 36 days. But one of my bulls asked me about this because he's selling ERX at a loss of 70%. And I said, look, it all depends. I can't possibly tell you, and I don't say that because I hate when people say it all depends. Normally, I'll tell you when it gets to 50, text me. If you're down 50% in the trade, text me, and we'll see if we can find a way out of it. Similar to what we did in SOXL last week by buying the opposite, letting that cash. And then SOL actually made money on the top side, so we turned a bad trade into a wonderful trade. But the point is that I believe so much in the TLT that it wouldn't matter if I was up or down in the ERX. I'm taking that capital. I'm borrowing, and stealing basically to put more into the TLT puts because the certainty on those is even higher. Obviously, there's a lot more certainty on what the Fed is telling us interest rates are going to do and what oil prices are going to do in the middle of a war between Russia and the Ukraine, and a president that ships our oil off to other countries when it's their biggest resource and the gas prices are at their highest. So fucking easy money. But the point is here, guys, is that I can get out of any trade I want anytime I want if I know that there's somewhere else to put that money that is going to be more reliable. Just a quick, easy answer. You're always welcome to text me. It is not a bother. Please text me. My whole purpose here, besides making this a career, is to really just genuinely be a service to somebody and to help people. So the answer, as Morpheus would say, is it depends. But hopefully you guys are following me on the TLT trade. Remember, $20 a month, $200 a year, and you get every single one of my trades. You also get lessons called the Sherpa's Lessons. You also get downloads if you want the downloads. You also get my game plans, which are probably my most popular, and they get sent right to your email box when they come out. So that's the timing of the trade that I give you. But also, you can access the website anytime you want. And it looks kind of like this with also what I showed you before. But this is legit. This is the real deal. Real recognizes real. Let's climb to the top of the mountain together. I care about helping you. And every time I get a subscription, it genuinely makes my day. So I appreciate you, bulls. I love all you bulls. And look for that Mara trade, but you got to sign up for the Substack to get it, when it's going to happen, what the price is going to be. And all my OG bulls, y'all help me reach 60 paid subscribers right now. I started this year with 8. My goal is 200. And my main goal is to become the best. I'm already the best in my opinion, but the most popular trading Substack in the world. This all happened for a reason. This all happened at the right time. I gave up everything in my life to give this to you guys. A 14-year illustrious career managing billions of dollars for Fidelity Investments. And now I'm giving it all away to you. Give it back to me. Follow one of my trades. Make the money by the Substack. It's that fucking easy. Love all y'all. Later.